We have had it so easy up until this point, with our small factory builds here and there, somehow powering through all the space elevator parts and actually progressing. Old factories, dying and forgotten, power plants that are still somehow running despite not even looking at them in weeks. Remember my coal power plant? Yeah, I didn't either. Not exactly sure what's going on right here. So where am I going with all this? I'm stalling. Because the days of easy elevator parts are over. Today, we start Assembly Director System. So the silver lining on this is we actually have adaptive control units already processing, albeit very terribly, very poorly, but I believe these are it over here. Now, before the episode, I actually went through and I picked up a lot of alternate recipes, so hopefully this will start making it a little easier. I did a little augmentation on my aluminum. I actually put in an alternate recipe, all-clad casing, so I ran some belts and all that good stuff, so we're good on pumping out the casings. So we already got, I just did this and we're already at a full thing. We're already sinking the overflow. I did adjust this a little bit, that way we had some excess amounts of sheets and casings just in case we needed them, and then the rest of them went up here, overflow into the awesome sink, all that good stuff. Pretty standard stuff. The first thing that I need to do is I need to run nitrogen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit over here, this is the nearest node, and we're actually gonna run a train line all the way back here. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we're gonna need some cooling systems, and that requires nitrogen. And I figured the easiest way to do that was to transport it with trains. I'll go ahead and package it up while we're out there, and then bring the train back here. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do the station. If I want to have it in the air, I'll probably just have it in the air. I don't know, but let's get over there and we will see what we're working with. Figure on my way over there, I'll look for some hard drives. I need them. I need my alternate recipes. All right, we have made it. So we're gonna be, ooh, let's pure. Bruh. Okay. So I've never used the wells before, so I'm gonna go ahead and figure this out and see how these things work. I need to clear out the local riffraff first, so I don't go through all my filters in like 2 seconds. All right, time to figure this out. Slight issue though, we need radio control units. So I did pick up an alternate recipe for that, so this actually won't be too bad. I do have to automate some crystal oscillators, but I think we'll be all right. I could just manually craft them for now, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna craft up as many as we can and get this stuff put up, and then start planning out our train line for this, because this is gonna be a lot of nitrogen gas. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty massive little factory. Massive little? Look at that. I can craft 38 of them. It's gonna take a long while, so hold please.
One eternity later.
All right, we've got our radio control units. Let's get this down. So, like I said, no idea how these things work. We need power. So I grabbed some power, and I just want to connect these up just to see what happens. So 780 per minute, that's crazy. Okay, so this, oh, okay, I get it. So this just pressurizes it, these, they come over here, and then these start spraying up. Okay, so we need a well. what was it? What's it called? Well, production. Yeah, right here. Dude, and they're so cheap. Okay, sick. All right, so I do want to put down a foundation so I know that we're aligned. So probably do it like right. Actually, let's do a 4-meter one. So this is just so I know that I'm connected to the world grid. I just put a couple of these down. All right, production, resource extractor. Okay, so we're gonna actually go this way because we're probably gonna point everything out to the water and then get everything merged. So this, okay. So this, I wonder what happens if we just go like that. Will this fill up faster? Oh, it does. Okay, so that controls all these. Okay, sick. Dude, I don't like that this is on a hill, but I'm gonna see what I come up with and I'll catch up with you guys after. I'm kind of excited to get these working. All right, and I have all of these working. Dude, they fill up so fast. This is gonna be crazy. So we're gonna need a pretty significant train line. So probably what I'm gonna do, I need to get all these packaged up and stuff. So we're gonna clear out everything here and we are gonna use every last drop of this nitrogen. And it's gonna be good times. I'm just gonna do a big platform out here, get it all processed, packaged, and then we'll start on the train line. All right, we got our starter platform. Hopefully this is enough room. Not that it would be a big deal. We can always just add on. But let's see what we come up with here. I honestly had no idea what else to do, because this is on a slant. But once we get done with this, we're never gonna look at this again. But we have our 7 pipes ran. Now I gotta figure out how to package all this stuff. Alrighty, I've done all the math. So I labeled all these, so this is gonna be outputting 300. I should actually reduce. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna combine each one. So these I'll combine for a total of 600 to 6. So yeah, we'll only have 4 pipes. Okay, that is a brilliant idea. Instead of doing 7 packagers. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Be right back. There we go. Much better management. So now we only have 4 to worry about instead of 7. So if we go in here, so if this is fully overclocked, that gives 600. That's perfect. The numbers are way better when they are condensed. So I'm gonna get rid of basically all of these. And I'm gonna go ahead and do some like centering trickery. So we're gonna go like this. Come out here. So this is where the center point is going to be. I do want to leave some space. So we're gonna go packagers, and then we're gonna use that as like a middle point. So go like this. I mean, that looks good to me. Now that we have that, we'll go like this. 2, 3, and 4. Perfecto. All right, so now I have to worry about empty fluid tanks, which means we are going to need to run. I don't know if we should. Actually, I think we have additional aluminum ingots that we could work with. So if we overclock basically all of these, I need to do the math. So we'll go like this, overclock, except for the last one. The last one will not be overclocked. In fact, I believe it needs underclocked because this is only going to output 150. So yeah, we're going to need, I think I calculated it to like 38.5. Whoops. 38.5. No, maybe it was 37.5. 37.5. Yeah, there we go. So 150. So we need a lot. Oh man, this is gonna be a headache, but hey, as long as I get it done, I'm happy. I don't care how it looks. Looking at my aluminum ingots, though, it looks like we are going to have to do something different. Because looking at the overflow, this is the overflow. That is not going to be nearly enough. So we can't take from there. So we're going to have to run a new line. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out, though. And figure something out I did. So over at my main power plant, there was a handy dandy pure bauxite node that I ran all the way down, all the way up the coast, all through here, running it all the way over here. So we're just gonna have a dedicated bauxite streamline, and we're just gonna whip up a little mini factory here. So we need lots of aluminum ingots. So that's all we're doing, just aluminum ingots. And of course, we're gonna need some coal, which is actually quite perfect because we have tons of nodes over here. I don't know what these little trail things are. Looks weird, but it's right around the corner from where we are, and we have the infrastructure for a belt right here already. So pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these all set up, run the belts, and hopefully we'll be able to start cooking. And just like that, we have 600 coal per minute to work with. I went ahead and belted it. I didn't want to stack the belts this time, so I just did a side by side. So all of this coal is going to be used for aluminum scrap. So we have dedicated lines for both bauxite and coal. So we are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and whip this factory up. I don't want to spend too much time on, you know, the mini aluminum factory because that's not what this episode is. So let me get this all whipped up and working, and then we'll continue on with our nitrogen gas setup. All of this just for a little bit of packaged nitrogen gas, but we got it set up and everything, so we are going to start worrying about trains now. So I'm thinking I want the train to stop like right here. Oh, actually, I might not be done with this. Yeah, I still need to sink this concrete, or else everything's gonna halt. We don't want that. So we're just gonna go like that. And we are going to find a pole. Bring that over there, bring that there. And concrete is sunk. So. Okay, I think we're good. I think everything's running. Yeah, now we're starting to get everything. Oh, I forgot to. Man, I am dropping the ball. All right, let me fix stuff that I forgot about. Much better. It's actually kind of a blessing in disguise that... So, wait, is this... Oh, no, it's packaged, so it would be conveyor belts. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to obviously merge all these, and then I'm going to bring it up, and then come over, bring it back down, and then this right here will be the train station. Now, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about doing this, but we'll worry about that when we get there, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to stop at the bottom of my base and then conveyor belt the stuff up, or if I want the train to go up a hill. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I actually don't think that I explained. If I did, I don't remember. I've been recording for so long. But I didn't explain that we were going to be using the alternate recipe for the OC supercomputer, which is why we need cooling, whatever they're called, cooling systems. So cooling systems and radio control units are what we're going to be using to craft up the supercomputers. That way it eliminates the regular computers. We only have two things to worry about: an assembler, and then once we have supercomputers automated, we can start getting into assembly director systems, and then that's the elevator part. So this is probably going to be a two-part episode, because we still need to get a train line down. So I have made a decision. So once we get the train line down, we run it over there. We are going to do all of our processing at ground level and then lift up what we need. So we have a long ways to go before we even start automating our whatever this is called. I am assembly something. I don't even remember. So let me see what I come up with this train station. I'm kind of excited because trains are fun. And we're going to be going across the top of the water. So we have purely flat surface, which is amazing. I had to do the little curvy trick because apparently I wasn't aligned with the world grid. So, but we're back at the aluminum factory. And I decided we're not even going to do the train because it was very short distance. So might as well just belt it. Because, yeah, it's just like right over here. So I don't see why we need a train. It's not long enough of a distance to justify it, I don't think. And then my plan with this is to use this area to get everything all situated. So I'm pretty excited about that because we already have the platforms. We already have what we need. So, ooh, this doesn't line up perfectly, but that's all right. It doesn't really matter that much because this thing's gonna be so overloaded with machines that a little teeny tiny gap right there isn't gonna make a difference. Plus, I can just go like this and go, let's see, ramp 1 meter. Boom. Like, we're good. Now we don't have to worry. Perfecto! Alright, so I need to start belting this stuff because we have a lot of work to do. Just trying to find a mod that made it so you can belt unlimited distance without having to, you know, connect or place it, then connect another one, but I'm not seeing any. If there is one, let me know in the comments, but I'm not really concerned with it. I was just wondering if I can get like a quality of life, make this quicker, but it's fine. We will suffer. I mean, it's not that much of a suffering moment because belts are easy, especially when you're going across a perfectly flat surface like this. There we go. We have our packaged nitrogen gas conveniently located at our main factory, so we can actually start getting these worked up. So the first on the agenda, so I made another oopsies. I forgot to belt the output of all but one of these. So we were only running like whatever this was putting out. 150 per minute. We need that to go up a lot. So, what I'm gonna do, go ahead and toss these in here, toss those in there. There we go. Much better. Because I put a throughput, whatever you call it, conveyor throughput, and it wasn't going up how I wanted it to. So yeah, we had to go check it out, see what was happening, but now it looks like we're good. I am going to have to wait for it to balance out again to figure out exactly. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, because if we do the math from the machines themselves, that might not match up with the conveyor throughput. So we're just gonna have to wait to see what the accurate output of this belt is once we get back. Hey, at least the conveyor throughput was accurate per that machine, so it should be 487.5. So I'm hoping this matches up. If it doesn't match up, then we're gonna have to do some stuff over there to figure out why it's not matching up, but we gotta give this a couple minutes before the rest catch up, and then we'll go from there. Right now it says it's at 780, but that was just the overflow, so we still gotta wait a couple more minutes for it to balance out and this graph to go back down. As much as I would love it to be 780, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there it goes. So it should balance out to about 487 or 488, because I don't think this goes decimals. I don't think this deals in decimals, so it'll probably be 488. And there you have it. It's jumping between 487 and 488, so we are nice and balanced out. So now we have to unpackage. So what we're gonna do is, I think we're just gonna go like this. Put these here. We're just gonna do 4 of them. And I will overclock them accordingly. So the 3 of them are gonna be completely overclocked, like fully overclocked. And then, actually, I should probably do that. And actually, you know what? We're just gonna do the good old copy paste while I'm thinking of it. All right, so we're gonna do a smart splitter here. We can actually get rid of that since we know now. So we're gonna do a smart splitter and then still feed the overflow into this. So let's go ahead and go overflow. And then left will be any. Cool. And then we can go ahead and start belting, I think. Nope, we need more splitters. We need more splitters. That in there, this in there, this in there, this in there. And then we need to probably just sync these because this is what I need. So this is gonna output 600 per minute. 6, 12, 18. No. One of these needs to be 37.5 on the input right here. So we actually need to go down. I think it was 87? No. It was 37.5 that I needed. So 37, I think it was 150. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So we're good to go there. So 150 plus 1800, that's 1950. Cool. So we're not wasting any of the freaking nitrogen gas that's down there. We were able to extract 1950 and we are now outputting 1950. So that's great. That's actually great freaking news. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this over here because we are going to actually I should probably make sure I can put some splitters and mergers and stuff like that. So all right, now how do I want to do this? So can we get a merger here? Can we get a merger? Oh, we can get a merger. Now, hopefully, okay, it's still throughputing. All right, sick. What are we at? 670. All right, quickly reaching 1 million points per minute. All right, let me get this stuff squared away. Hopefully everything works. One of my least favorite things in this game is searching for fucking cave entrances. Is this it? Nope. I need a cave entrance. I need this freaking quartz node. Where do I go? Finally, after like 30 minutes of searching for this stupid entrance, finally found it. I just need a quartz node. I need to belt a bunch of quartz over so that I can make some crystal oscillators or whatever you want to call them. We actually got a bunch down here. We got 1, 2. This looks like a SAM node. Damn, we might get all these belts or get all this stuff. That's normal. Oh, I'm hearing a sloop or a mercer sphere. Where ye be at? Where you be? Nope, it's gonna be a... Wait, what? Is that the SAM node talking to me? What the hell is happening? Yeah, there's nothing down here. I think it's just SAM node. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and belt out just one of these. I'm not even doing platforms. Man, I am so far behind in this recording. We're not even gonna worry about it. I forgot about power though. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Dude. The entrance was right here the entire time. I thought I was coming back out where I went in, but no, I'm coming out the opposite side. But it actually worked out pretty damn nicely because as you can see, I already have a belt highway right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and run power though, so need to get one of these. Oh, come on, man. Come on. All right, so we're just gonna bring power from here. So I just don't care where it comes from. I just need the power. All right, 600 raw quartz per minute. So we'll get this belted back. Like I said, I didn't even care. I just needed it belted. I don't need any platforms, plus platforms in a cave is gonna be a freaking nightmare. So yeah, we're not even gonna worry about it. There we go. We got our crystal raw quartz. I almost said crystal. Got our raw quartz going up here, and I went ahead and belted it around and made some crystal, whatever it's called. This stuff, quartz crystal. Reason I'm doing this because I'm using an alternate recipe that is going into, I don't even remember. This, there we go. So this is actually feeding into this. It doesn't look like it, but stuff's happening below the floor. But right now I am working on rubber. We're actually bringing our own dedicated lines. So all of these are all their own dedicated lines because we're doing crystal oscillators. And the crystal oscillators are going to be going into here. I'm switching over, or no, this is what we're going to be doing. The alternate crystal computer. So we are doing the crystal oscillators into crystal computer. This way we only need an assembler. Once we get everything working and everything, we'll just put the assembler here, and then this belt will feed into here. So, or no, yeah. Because we need computers here. That's the slow thing that's making these slow. Because we do need adaptive control units. So I'm trying to optimize this so that we can do supercomputers, because we're doing this. So I'm trying to optimize the radio control units, and then we have been working on the cooling system. Once we get the cooling systems done, we'll be able to start on the OC supercomputer, and then from there we can use these adaptive control units to make the assembly director system. Man, when I said this was gonna be crazy, I was not expecting this. Man, it is taking me, I'm probably on like hour 6 of working on this. You guys have probably seen a little bit of the warnings. I think the last warning was 4 hours. I think we're approaching 5 hours. I've been doing all this stuff for 5 hours. And look at the length of this episode so far. Yeah, so there's been a lot of like fluff cut out, but I'm gonna continue this, and I'll catch up with you guys, give you guys a little update in a little bit once I get everything figured out. But I have been working on a dedicated rubber section. I've just thrown it up real quick, nothing too crazy. You could actually see it right there. I'm just building on the ground. I just want to get this done. So pretty basic setup. We got our oil extractor going in there, this making rubber, which gives me heavy oil residue, and then that is going into these, which is making petroleum coke, which is going into the awesome sink. So right now we just need to belt the rubber, which I have been working on as well. And again, I don't care. We're just going the ground. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Besides, once 1.2 comes out, I am going to be restarting, and everything is going to be on platforms. Well, when I get them unlocked. But yeah, it's going to be a really good season 2. So right now I'm just trying to learn as much as I can, as humanly possible, like as fast as humanly possible. So that's essentially what is happening. I'm gonna go ahead and curve this up the terrain. This looks so bad, but once we get to our belt highway, then we will add on to that, and then it'll be a little neater. So we're just gonna go curvy crazy, topsy-turvy, and here we are. We are now where we need to be. So I already have 3 belts here. It's gonna look so bad going up one more, but what I'm probably gonna do here is, once we get over here, I'm gonna go the opposite way. So I'm gonna probably follow one of these lines. So I'm gonna come down the opposite way, come down this way. Looks like I already have some belts working there, so that's good. But we're gonna have to do this. Ooh, I could actually. Oh, never mind. It's going the opposite way. I was gonna say I can utilize this belt, but I don't even know why this one's empty. Oh, I know why. Because we're using coal for something over here. I don't even remember. But it paused the. Okay, so probably. Dude, that is so many supports. I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out. I'll catch up with you guys. All right, dedicated rubber line successfully ran. Could be a little bit prettier, but it's okay. Now we gotta hook it up, and hopefully all of this runs well. So I have my rubber line right here now, so we can just follow this path yonder, go over here, curl around, and good to go. Actually, it looks like this would be a better path, so coming around this way. Yeah, so I'll probably cut across here, or maybe I'll just turn this around and call it a day. And then we'll just go around this way. We'll do some little platforms. Oh, not there. Do a little platformage right here, if it'll let me. Like that. Go all the way down here. Cool. Now we have a nice path. Put this platform down right here. Do a little hole right here. And we should be solid. And put one of these right here. Ooh, I should actually bring it down a little bit more. There we go. And then we simply plug and play. And now this should jumpstart. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. I wish I had sloops, but I do not, sadly. I need to go hunt them. Little bit of bad news though. I don't have enough room for my assembler. Potentially, that might work right there. And then this will have to go under the floor for. I know this is probably triggering so many people. Like so many people. But, ooh, actually, I need to go into here. Okay, I think we're good. That's a smart splitter, that's any, and then the overflow will go that way. All right, cool. So we got our setup. This can actually be belted directly into there. This we'll have to go underground for. That's why we build like this, so that we can do this and save a little bit of space and cram stuff in here like so. Right there. All right, this is not going to be AI limiter. This is going to be crystal computer. Cool, already overclocked. All right, now we just got to connect everything up. So we already have the crystal oscillators, however you want to pronounce that. And then we need, what was it that we needed? Circuit boards. So my circuit boards are overloaded right now. So we are going to, no, left output, we're going to do any. And we're going to go ahead and toss a little holy right there. And then, yeah, we should be good. Let's go ahead and get under here. There. Oh. This is going to clip. Oh, no, it's not. I just have to go below it. Sick. All right, and then these should connect up wonderfully. Excuse me. Excuse me. Any? Hello? Why? Why you don't work? Why you don't work? Ugh. All right, so we're gonna have to do this like so. We're gonna have to kind of do the cheaty way. Oh, it's because that's not... No, that's right. That's right. All right, so let's go down here. We are going to kind of do that. All right, so that should be... Yep, I see him. I see him. All right, so let's go over here. All right, so now we just need to power that, and we should be well on our way. I'm gonna go like this, this. Oh, yeah, baby. So now we should get a decent amount of computers going. So this is 14.4 seconds, and this takes 60 seconds. So we will be running 100% efficiency once this powers back on, hopefully. Come on. Come on. You can do it, little buddy. Oh. Because it would help if I did this. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. That's an input. I do need to... Whoops. Hell. Okay, there we go. All right. Peter. This is doing it, too. Come on, man. Oh, I didn't even have it belted or anything. JK. All right, let me get this all fixed up. And we have liftoff. All right, cool. So we have made our adaptive control unit setup a little more efficient. So that is good. That's going to help us once we start crafting all the other parts. Now we have half of this done. So now we need to worry about heat sinks, which brings us back to our nitrogen and stuff like that, so we can do the cooling system. So we got to go back down there. And I just got a very, very nice alternate recipe. We are probably going to use this because we have rubber and we have tons of casings. So I think that is what we are going to do. So that's nice. Actually, I need to research the hard drive that I just got. So we'll leave that go. All right, I'm gonna go up there and figure this out. I'm so excited that we don't actually have to, well, not yet anyway, because now we need to worry about the blender stuff. So this is gonna be cooling system. We need rubber, water, nitrogen gas. So this is all gonna be down here. We might have to split off the rubber that we just used, but that's fine because that stuff up there crafts so slowly. We're already getting overloaded on rubber anyway. So we'll bring another line down here. Heat sinks we will do up there, bring down here. Water, it's right behind us. Nitrogen, right behind us. So we are well on our way. And then once we have that done, we need, so supercomputer is next in line, and we're going to be doing these. So radio control unit, and then the cooling system. And that'll give us supercomputer, which will finally give us assembly director system. So yeah, we're definitely not getting this done in this episode, but here's my journey. And I think keeping the blender down here will be more beneficial than bringing it up there, because then I don't have to run pipes. It's so much easier to just run belts back down to... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We might do a couple of these depending on how much rubber or resources we do. We might have to do maybe 3 or 4. These things are freaking massive though. Holy crap. Yeah, those things are huge. So this actually works perfectly. The new heatsink recipe, because we're not even doing anything with these casings yet. So that actually works so perfect. So we can just literally just get one of these out here and then select this as any. Well, it already is selected. Sick. I think I had planned for this. I think that's why I have this here. And this already selected as any, so that I can just string it out from here and do whatever I need to do right there. Perfect. And all I did with the rubber was come back over to where we fed the rubber up here and put a splitter, the lift, Now we have our two whatchamacallits. Feeds of materials that will go into the heatsink. Dude, this is sick. I love alternate recipes. Heat sinks complete. So we got our rubber going in there. We got our casings. So don't look down here. Everybody close your eyes. It looks so bad, but hey, it's where we can't see it. As long as everything looks neat up here. Cover it up. Out of sight, out of mind. All right, next we need to belt the heat sinks all the way back down. Shouldn't be too difficult. Look at this. This is crazy looking. Let's see. Where shall we do this? Probably like right here. No, actually, we'll follow the bauxite because the bauxite's already going this way. Should be a lot easier to belt. Oh, I don't know, man. All right, I'm just gonna have to line stuff up. Fun stuff. Kind of want to hook the liquids up to this real quick first. So I need to merge. Oh, actually, I don't think I can merge these. So this is okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to. Oh no, I can, because we have Mark II. Mark II is 600. This is only 487.5. So yeah, we can merge all these into itself. So what we're gonna do is put down the blender first, line up this pipe, and then the water will come from over here somewhere. I'm probably just gonna add another water extractor so I don't have to worry about anything else. So we're gonna go cooling systems. This is going to be 30 water per minute. Yeah. I mean, I could probably take from... Oh, no. These are calculated exactly. So, yeah, we do need to put another water extractor down. So, first, I want to bring this pipe down. Let's go horizontal to vertical. Right there. Oh, nice and neat. Nice and neat. Then we're going to put on one of these doohickeys. Make sure they're all good. And then we're going to bring this pipe, connect it right there, and then grab a couple of these. One there, one there. This just go there. This go here. All right, cool. So nitrogen gas has been completed. So let's go ahead and get this water extractor over here. Production. Whoops, not ladder. Production water extractor. So make sure it goes this way. Here, I suppose. Go ahead and get this going. Oh, actually, I want to get rid of these because they are in the way. And I'm going to get rid of this too because I need this to go a little bit further over this way so that I can actually manipulate the pipes to do what I want them to do. So we're going to go straight. Not like that. Not like that. Lovely. So we got water. We got all of our liquids going. So that's going to accept... Hold on, let's see what happens if we... pump it up. Pump up the volume. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have 375. And then we'll need rubber brought down here with the heat sink. Yeah, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. I'm gonna try to figure this stuff out and see where it gets me. I don't even have to overclock this. It's pumping out 120. This is only accepting 75, so yeah. We are good. You know what? Actually, I might... See, that's only 30 rubber. We can take one of the lines from over there. Heat sinks. Yeah, this is going to be easy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get these belted out and split off and all that good stuff. And hopefully start pumping out some cooling systems. So I have my heat sinks fed from here. So we can actually cover this hole up now. There we go. And then now we just need to get this belted all the way down here. But luckily, I already have kind of a template to copy from, so I could just do that. So I'm gonna go like this. Nope, nope, nope. No, right here, my guy. Okay, apparently that's not working. Why is it not snapping? That's so crazy. You know what? We're just doing that. Oh, it doesn't line up. All right, so we're gonna need to get creative. Put one of these right here, and just hope for the best. All right, so bring this over. So I'm assuming that is gonna be the position to be able to lock this, and it's not. It is not. Actually, I don't know, that might work. That might work. It's not perfectly lined up, but it might absolutely work. So let's see if this locks into place. Please. Yeah, baby, let's go. All right. That's sick. That's sick. It is gonna be a little further back, but as long as it freaking works. Let's see. Is it working? It is not working. Yeah, that sucks. All right. Plan B. I'm just lining it up with my eyeballs. I hope this works. I don't think it's going to, but it's worth a shot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, please, 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 please work. Please work. Is it working? It is working. All right. The eyeball line is goated. Time to belt the rest of this. Let there be cooling systems. So belting this stuff wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but we got what we need now. So let's go ahead and set up our storage and our dimensional depot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this. Get a smart splitter down. Toss it right there. We're gonna go like that. Right output any. This one's gonna be overflow because I want these in my inventory just in case. I like having them in my dimensional depot just in case I need them on the fly. You know what I mean? They're actually kind of crafted pretty fast, so we should have a fair amount of these very shortly. That's a cool animation. All the animations in this game are so freaking awesome. They did such a good job with this game. Every day I play this game, I am just impressed. I am impressed with how this game is. Favorite game of all time. And the best part about this is, it is running at 100%. I mean, it's not that hard to do because we only need 2 heat sinks, 2 rubber, but we might do a little bit of reduced clocking so that we can fit a couple more of these and get these extra crafted. I don't know how I want to do that. But the good news is we are pretty much done because we have all of these parts. So yeah, I think no, adaptive control unit is what we're doing, not radio control unit. So we actually need to get this crafted up, and it looks so easy. It looks so easy. Why is it so easy? Okay, cool. So in the next episode, we are going to finish off the supercomputers, and then we're gonna start automating the assembly director system. It's crazy. I had planned on getting this finished today, but between this, and all the belts that we've had to run, there just wasn't enough time, unfortunately. But that's okay, because we are gonna be back at it in part 2 of phase 4. So stay tuned. The next episode will be on Wednesday. So today, this episode releases on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday will be the next episode, 5 days from now. So make sure you check it out. And I don't even know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to scale up greatly. I do kind of want to put another one of these down and then just split all the nitrogen gas and the water and stuff evenly. because that'll bump us up from 15 to nearly 20 per minute. But honestly, this thing is kind of cooking, so I don't know if that's going to be necessary. But we are going to go ahead and get the rest of the, what is it called? Assembly something? Assembly director system. We're probably going to keep that down here as well. We'll have to run or no, actually, it'd probably be easier to belt it up that way so that we don't have to do anything with our adaptive control units. And yeah, I think we'll be good to go after that. And then that's only one. That's only one of the 4 parts that we need. It's gonna be fun times. But that is gonna do it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel way more than you know. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll have a link for that down in the description, as well as a link to Discord if you feel like joining that. I also stream on YouTube every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on this channel. So if you're on YouTube at that time, feel free to stop in and say what up. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. It really means the world to me, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace!